Essentially, get ready for a thought-provoking debate, discussion, whatever you'd like to call it. It is a gripping tale that has left many in awe and concern. This is the Jumbo Trouble, where we unravel complexities of the human-elephant conflict. In the scenic hills of Chinnakanal, Idukki in Kerala, a 20-year-old bull elephant named Arikomban has now emerged as a symbol of this conflict. Orphaned as a calf, he grew up in isolation with limited interaction with elephant herds in a fragmented habitat as well. Living in proximity to human settlements, Arikomban, our rogue Tusker in question, seized new opportunities seeking food in farms and becoming notorious for raiding them. Dubbed as the rice tusker, Arikomban, his relentless pursuit of rice led to numerous attacks on stores, homes and shops, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. 12 confirmed deaths and a long list of targeted locations. The Kerala government launched a daring drive to capture this rogue tusker. It took the combined efforts of the 4 Kumki elephants, 5 hours of struggle and 5 tranquilizing shots to later subdue him, leading to his relocation to the Parambikulam Tiger Reserve. Many also call it the Periyar Tiger Reserve in Tamil Nadu. However, in an unexpected twist, Arikomban seems to be reverting to his old ways. Sightings near villages in Kumili, 82 kilometers from his original territory, have raised concerns again and reignited the debate on how to tackle this escalating issue. We have an esteemed panelist with us on the broadcast as we dissect the factors contributing to this human-elephant conflict. Come with us, explore the implications of Arikomban's return to his old habitats, and we're going to look at proposed potential solutions to mitigate future incidents. Join us in the comment sections below on this compelling discussion that will shed light on the urgent need for coexistence and conservation. I really want you to get down in the comment sections, let opinions clash and ideas ignite. Tune in for this real engaging discussion that aims to address the challenges and find sustainable resolutions to this critical issue, because it's not only about the parliament or the restless agitation or what's happening in Manipur. This also is something that needs, some sort of address. Deepak, you've done this documentary called The Rogue Tuskers. You went to Kerala, you visited all of these places. We earlier had a conversation, about this human-elephant conflict. But this story seems to be growing. There are various factors which I personally feel are funny. I mean, the elephant's got a Supreme Court case on him. You were telling me how he's good. There's some sort of revenge factor at play also here. He was an orphan. Somebody killed his mother. That was another angle that we were discussing. And of course, away from laughters and jokes, in the case of Arikomban, the orphaned bull elephant, who has grown up in these fragmented parts, living in close proximity to the habitat of humans. What factors contribute to elephants losing their fear of humans and seeking alternative food sources? We will talk about what is happening with Arikomban, even as Operation Arikomban, which what the forest departments are calling it, is underway. Why do elephants lose their fear or their sense of fear towards humans, seeking alternative food options? The rice in this case, you've got the jackfruit in several other cases as well.
So what's really happening here is the entry of, or rather, so what's happening is that human settlements have slowly been encroaching upon what was elephant habitat. There's less and less space for these animals to live in. And again, elephants are kind of wanderers. So you can't really pen them in a specific location. These are large animals which move from place to place in season to season, looking for food and resources. What's happening now is that humans are just too close to these animals. And you could say, there's the old saying that familiarity breeds contempt. These elephants have been in close proximity to humans for quite some time now. And the natural order of things seems to be playing a role here. An elephant is the alpha in its territory. So while the humans are, the dominant species of the planet, what is happening here is that these two species are in just too close of a contact, and clashes are bound to happen. So something that comes in the way of a bull elephant, particularly say during the mating season, sparks are bound to fly.
Well, all right. Also help us understand where was this elephant, translocated? It was translocated from some place in Kerala
Yeah.
to the Periyar Tiger Reserve, which is about nearly 160 kilometers away.
Almost.
And now it seems like we've got Arikomban, who's come back, he's traced back his steps almost 80 kilometers. Where is he right now? Teni is a borders with Kerala itself. It's in Tamil Nadu. He's playing hide and seek in those forests. What's the latest update?
So what's been happening is that Arikomban is simply reverting to habits that he's been following, ever since he's been a calf. To Arikomban, human settlements are a source of food. So while he had been transported to the Parambikulam Tiger Reserve, it was only a matter of time that he would come back seeking rice and other resources. And the easiest place to get them are the human settlements around, the villages. These aren't some pakka homes, these are usually bamboo huts. And it's, like taking candy from a little baby. It's as simple as that for the elephant.
The recent sightings near villages certainly indicate a possible, danger angle here at play as well, because we've seen what Arikomban has already done. And from what you've said, there is a clear lack of how sensitivity is being overlooked in this particular situation. People who don't really understand, the nitty-gritties of what's really happening on ground are taking calls and decisions in this case. But Arikomban sightings are again a dangerous fact for people who are living in those areas. What strategies can be incorporated so that people also don't get hurt and our already damaged, elephant Tusker friend also, isn't harmed in the process?
See, the taming and training process, what we use in the south, is called the kraal. It is a wooden enclosure. We put the elephant inside, and he'll be fed there. Now, and all the Western ideologies, the Western NGOs have this issue saying that no, you beat them up, you break their soul, and they succumb to your pressure, and they become domesticated animal. It is not. The kraal is one of the time-tested, humane method of training an elephant, according to Madras High Court. There's a judgment which, after going into the nitty-gritties, they spelled out saying that the kraal training of domestication of an elephant, it's not dual, it's a time-tested method for thousands of years, not one or two. Even Rajaraja Chola, we spoke about the Sengol so much yesterday, this sceptre about Modi ji opening the parliament with. It is from those days we have these techniques of how to tame and train an elephant. So when we take this kind of training, we best is to send him into a kraal. So the kraal enclosure, he'll be fed with the best of the fruits and what he loves. So what happens, any elephant you take, if you start feeding them with exotic foods and what they like, they will not move an inch. You don't have to migrate anywhere. This is so inside the kraal, when you give them all kind of food, they'll stay there. They don't want to break and get out of it. So it will take 3 months to 6 months to tame an elephant. And end of it, what will happen is the mahout will slowly pat him and touch him. Initially, the touching itself is dangerous. He can react. So slowly they get into patting, touching, singing songs. You won't believe the tribal people. We call the Malasar and Irungal tribal people. They are the best mahouts in the world. These people sing songs at the end. And slowly the mahout who's been designated to this elephant, he's been working on the elephant for 3 to 6 months. It's not that it's come overnight. He will slowly climb into the back of the elephant and start teaching him leg commands. The mahout does not only voice command, they use the leg to the maximum extent to guide the elephant, move and all. So these training starts 3 to 6 months. Sometimes it could take 1 year if the elephant is not willing to listen. So these are things which you can do and slowly turn him into a Kumki. And tomorrow, see, these are prime bulls. There's no point losing them. If somebody electrocutes them, somebody poisons them, this is a 25, 27-year-old bull and something happens to him, there'll be at least 10 to 20 wild elephants who will lose the female elephants, who will lose the opportunity to procreate. So this is very important to preserve these guys. Tomorrow, if you have too many
Can you
Kumkis,
throw some
you
more light
always-
on this? Sir. Throw some more light on this. I mean, the importance of him being a bull elephant that is 27 years old and the implications of him, in the case of him losing his life in the process of this capturing, the tranquilizers that are being used, all those factors that you, quite rightly placed. What are some negative implications of in a case where we absolutely lose Arikomban?
Yeah, see what is happening in the wild. We need to talk about certain things. Due to avoid inbreeding, it's one of the most intelligent species. The gestation period for a baby inside a mother's womb is something like 23 months, 19 to 23 months. Okay? That's why I call them the most intelligent species. And these species will not interbreed within the herd. So they go away, which is normal the male elephant. That's when they get into a period called must, and they have this the frontal, they have two holes here through which you have the must liquid start flowing. The females will smell it and get attracted. If they want to mate, they'll come together. So that's the process of mating. Now, in that process, the elephant is in must, is normally in a trance mode. He does not understand anything else except mating. So somebody comes in front, he could get killed. Some object in front could get destroyed. This is the period of a male elephant, which will last anywhere between 2 to 3 months. Now, because they wander away from the herd and they get into all kind of accidents, etc.
Right.
Maximum deaths, like if there are 10 elephants dying, you will find 6 to 7 of them will be male. So what will happen is a healthy male-female ratio in the wild would be 1:10. One male is good enough for 10 females to procreate, mating. Now, what has happened in India is most of the places, the male is to female ratio should have been to 1:5 or 10. It's at 1:20 and 30 and 40 in some places, which means most of the female elephants are going to lose the opportunity to procreate. So when
Absolutely.
that happens and one side elephant deaths are happening, you are fast tracking the route to extinction. Okay. See, experts will come back and say, "Oh no, we have 27,000. Out of 27,000, sir, only 1,000 are male. That's a problem. That's a serious problem you have." So this people don't understand. The courts don't have
So the
no
male-female
knowledge
ratio
about this.
is a bigger problem that nobody is looking at right now.
It is. So every bull is precious. We have,
Well, fair enough.
see, in Kerala, we have so many male elephants. See, for me, all these male elephants should be given a chance to procreate. See, Assam has a different way of handling the problem. What they do, Assam, they take the elephants, tame them, and with a chain, they let them back into the wild. Females and all, they go they become pregnant, they come back, give a baby. Only those baby, when they grow up, the Assamese take them and they sell them to, other private things. But at least the elephants have the opportunity of mating. This used to happen in Tamil Nadu Forest Department. In the night, they used to let out all the females and males, go out, mate and come to the camp. This is stopped now. These guys, I don't know what went wrong because they could not manage it or they don't care about it. These things have stopped. So these male elephants going back and mating or the females getting pregnated, all this they have stopped. So actually the policy on elephants, we have a thing called Project Elephant, which is 30 years old, which is complete rogue body, which is no use. What are they doing with rogue? PETA used them to write a rogue report about Jaipur elephant rights to ban all the elephants there, elephant rights.